everyone, today your task is to plan your narrative fiction based on Traction Man. And in this video I'm going to show you how to make a plan for your narrative. So we go section by section and we plan our ideas. We don't need to write the full story today, but we plan our ideas for what we want to write in each section. So the first section I'm going to plan is the story opening. And it suggests on your planet sheet that you ask the reader some questions to get them excited. So I've planned, have you ever imagined what your toys do when they're alone? What adventures do your toys have? Because this is a story about toys. Traction Man is a toy. And so we want to get our reader thinking about their own toys, but also using their imaginations. And then I've put here, story of Traction Man and how he saved toys. I've not written that in a full sentence, I'm just making notes. I want to include a sentence that introduces the story to my reader. Story of Traction Man and how he saved the toys. Then after the story opening, I move on to the who. In this paragraph, I tell my reader who is in the story, who are the main characters. So I've said Traction Man is a hero. He's stronger, braver and more heroic than other toys. He saves toys from dangerous villains with loyal, helpful scrubbing brush. So I've not just introduced Traction Man, I've introduced scrubbing brush as well. And together have many exciting adventures. So now my reader has an idea of who Traction Man is, who scrubbing brush is, and that they go on adventures together. And after the story opening and the who, I have the where. So this is where the story happens. So I've said Traction Man and scrubbing brush relaxing in the shady, cool garden. So I've given myself an expanded noun phrase to use. They could see the blazing sun shining and could hear the other toys chattering in the flower bed. Now in the where, you want to use your senses to describe the place to your reader. So I've used the sense of sight and I've used the sense of hearing as well. And it also asks you to use a simile. Similes use like or as to compare something to something else. So I've said the garden is as calm as a spring morning. And then I have the where next. So this is where the characters start, and then I've got to move my story forward. Something's got to happen, and then I have the where next. So out of the corner of his eye, Traction Man spotted a flash of grey. He's spotting Professor Spade. He heard a piercing scream, piercing means loud, and then all was silent. He wanted to continue relaxing, but, so I've got a conjunction in there, but he knew he needed to help. He leaped courageously into wild bushes to see, and then I will finish that sentence, what was happening. I'm going to stop there. Your task is to now plan your narrative. You'll need to do those same 4 paragraphs and then finish your plan. Here are some top tips to remember when planning your narrative. You do not need to write in full sentences. Plan for interesting vocabulary. Don't just plan what's going to happen, but write down the adverbs, the adjectives, the nouns, the verbs, the conjunctions that you want to use. Use the prompts on the planning sheet and use Miss Barclay's narrative that I wrote last week and collect it, and you'll collect it from last week to help you as well.